Mr. Speaker, today, 25 years after the events of 1989 at the École Polytechnique in Montreal, we gather to dedicate ourselves to decreasing, reducing, hopefully even eliminating violence against women in our society. A big task, but something that we need to push ahead with. I think it is important to remember not just the 14 women who were killed back in 1989, but there were 10 other women who were injured. There were 4 men who were injured as well. And as well as this, it's to be noted that the injured and the witnesses in the university staff and the students suffered quite a variety of physical, social, existential, financial, and psychological consequences, including post-traumatic stress disorder. Indeed, a number of students in the wake of this event committed suicide, and in the suicide letters of at least 2 of them, the anguish they suffered following the massacre was cited as the reason for killing themselves. 9 years after the event, many of the survivors reported still being affected by their experiences, though with time, some of the effects had decreased. It is important, and I think particularly this year on the 25th anniversary, that we recognize better the effects of the trauma on people's lives. This year, perhaps particularly because of the situation of Ian Gomeshi and the women who have come forward, there's greater public awareness of violence against women and of the consequences and of the need for people to address this in an effective way. I believe that there's a better understanding as well of the impact on violence, not just on women, but on men, and the issue of post-traumatic stress disorder in our people who have fought for our country and who have been exposed to violence and war and who come back mentally with anguish and often with depression as a result of this. Yes, we need to forge ahead with a national inquiry against the missing and murdered women. Yes, we need to make sure that we recognize not just the women who died in Montreal, but the women who died here, and of course notably Tina Fontaine and others who have been affected by violence, Ernell Harper, obviously. I believe that now is a time that we can push the agenda on this issue in a more effective way than we have probably for quite a number of years. And so I join with all other MLAs in being ready to work together to do what we can here in this legislature and outside to reduce and to move toward the day when we can indeed eliminate violence against women. Thank you.